What if I told you, you may never need a hose again, you may never need a pressure washer again, and I'm about to cut your entire detail down by about 95%. Curious? I'm going to show you why. Now let's admit it, this setup is absolutely beautiful. Custom made, still not released. Some parts imported from Italy, some parts from America, some parts from Japan, some parts even custom made 16 miles down that road specifically for this setup. But let's be real, sometimes this is too noisy. Sometimes it takes too long for your specific time in the detailing regimen per that specific wash that you're doing. Well, now I'm about to wash the car without any of this. Just follow me here, without any of this. And I'm going to launch, this is the worldwide launch of a product that to a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, 99% of people will not understand this product. But at the same time, I'm going to bust some myths of is a product safe on probably the most corrected car in Europe. Let's get to it. Now here's the truth. I have spent the last 7 and a bit years obsessing over car care. How do I make your experience stronger, safer, use the best raw materials that are not found anywhere on the planet? That has been my life mission. I think I've been put on this planet for that specific reason. I think everybody has a goal, one goal in life. And I think maybe this is my goal. So, I'm very proud, and I'm always very proud. But with this one, I'm even prouder. There has been way too many mistakes with this. There's been too much testing. So I'm very honored to introduce to you the global launch right now is happening. As this video drops, it's happening. USA, Belgium, UK, it's all going down at the same time. So with my greatest of honors, I'm introducing to you the strongest, the slickest, and the most concentrated. Some people guessed it right. Rinse Less Wash on the planet. Oh, my goodness me. Now, this product is going to mind boggle probably the vast majority of the industry to where they're new to this type of product, which is, a huge kind of segment of the market. Some people are just learning how to wash the car correctly. Now they're thinking, what? Less water, less pre-wash. They're like, what is going on? This has been a labor of love. Honestly, I'm so proud of this product. Now, when I say to you the strongest, the slickest, and the most concentrated, you're about to find out why. Now, first of all, you probably would have seen over the last 69 months comments on all social medias, on the YouTube channel comment section, people talking about the scent, the this, the that. Like, what product are people talking about? So the first thing that you're going to notice is when you open this. Now, you're going to be shocked by this. You can't smell it through the camera. I wish you could. Because this is the official scent to a very nostalgic item that people over a certain age group, maybe 30 plus, will recognize. Now, I'm going to let you guess what this is. If you've already got this product, guess it down in the comments. If you haven't got it, well, you know what you need to do. Now, the scent in the bottle is unbelievable. It took 7 years, and I still think now this has beaten my favorite smelling product. This is the number one. Now, when you put this into your bucket solution, your bottle, it's going to, like atomized, it's going to smell even better. Now, over the last, I would say 6 to 8 months, my brothers from other mothers have been testing this in America. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Eddie and Jamie from the House of Rags. Now, within this industry, and I think within every industry, certain key people are known for certain key innovations, okay? We may be known about some things, some people may be known about other things, okay? But you would think within a certain segment, you think of a name. This guy's the king, or she's the queen, whatever it may be. I'll give you an example. Jamie, the king of microfiber. The development work that man goes through is absolutely unbelievable. He's renowned around the world for being the microfiber king. Now, he's one of my brothers. Now, my other brother from another mother, Eddie Cologne, you know who he is? The man, the myth, the legend. He's known as the rinseless king. He's helped brands develop rinseless washers. He has helped launch rinseless washers or completely re-engineer them. So I'm thinking, I know a man. Pick up the phone. I'm like, my brother, Eddie, what's happening? I've got something I've been cooking for many, many years. Do you want some? He was like, of course. Let's see if we could come up against his top 3, top 2, top 5, etc. So I sent him this bottle, and his exact words, and I quote, Eddie, if you're watching this video, comment down below. This product has been touched by God. See, I disagree with Eddie on this one. I don't think it's just been touched by God. It's been touched by Mother Teresa, all the angels. It has been touched by everybody. Now, why has it been touched by God? Because when you are mitigating a few steps on a car, maybe a few other products as well, you run the risk of scratching, let's be honest, right? Does this product scratch? Absolutely not. I'm about to explain to you why. Now, because this has to take the place of certain other products, you have to pack it with things that will kind of put it in, a 2 or 3 or 4-in-1 product all in one. You can't, well, not that you can't rinse with it, you rinse less with it. You may use less of other products. So, because of this, you now make sense as to why it says the slickest, the strongest, the most concentrated. Now, the go-to dilution in this industry for this style of product is 256:1. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you've already tested it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The feedback, I wish I could show it. The people in the UK who have had this in the mystery box have said it beats, and I'm not going to mention the brands, but there's a whole list of brands that it beats. Unbelievable, best in class. I mean, some brands are even on V6 of a product who have been doing it for 15 years. Now, in this segment of product, how do you beat the top 3, the top 2, or the number 1 product that is regarded by most people? Now, there's 2 ways people like to beat a product, and this is my complete opinion. They can go in really at the low end. Right, I'm going to slash the price. It's going to cost me £1 per 50 litres of product. It's going to have no scent, basically no power, but people look at, the headline price and they're like, okay, it grabs attention because it's super cheap. I call this flavored toilet water. Welcome to 99.3% of the industry. Now, the other way of beating the number 1 contender is let's throw the hammer down. Let's pack a bottle, a gallon, whatever the container it is in, with the strongest, the most premium, some products that don't even exist in this segment of product into one bottle. And let's knock out, with one punch, everybody else. Which way do you think I went? So I'm going to show you, again, this is going to take about 6 to 10 videos to explain to you hybrid rinseless, true rinseless, waterless, interior cleaning, glass cleaning, even tire and wheel cleaning. It can't be all in one video. So please stay tuned for my follow-up videos. All the next videos are going to be, based in and around this product. Now, I'm not going to use this at 256:1 because I want to give people a chance. 256:1, it's game over. Mike Tyson comes out of prison, boom. That's basically the era of this product. Mike Tyson, the first 2 years after prison, right? You know what kind of animal he was? This is the animal of that product. So because this is a highly maintained car, as you know, it's been in and out of here actually a few times. It's got a bit of dust, it's got pollen, it's got things landing all over the air with it, it's got fingerprint marks. I'm actually taking it home. So I'm going to give it a quick wash inside and I'm going to take it home, right? So I'm not going to use that 256:1. I'm going to use that 349:1. Now people are thinking, what? You've literally almost, increased it by 100 parts. What's going on here? That's a big jump, by the way, okay? So if you look at the back of the bottle, it'll give you recommendations, the 256, 349, 399, quick detailers, waterless, etc. So when you see this, you can test it yourself. And by the way, I say 256:1. You might say, I want to try it at 200:1, 500:1, 1,000:1. You can try it in your own way. How do you work out a dilution ratio? Very simple. You take a calculator. The dilution is exactly the same as per any container within your bucket, whether it's 5 litres, 10, 20, 30, 30,000 litres, it doesn't matter. So for this specific example, we've got a 13 litre bucket that is filled to the brim, so 13 litres, okay? So 13 litres, which is 13,000 millilitres, and I'm doing it at 349 to 1, so you need to add both parts, right? So 1 and the 349, so it comes to 350 total parts. So as per the calculator says, 13,000 divided by 350 total parts comes to 37.1 mil. So basically the one part of rinseless that I'm talking about is 37 millilitres into 13 litres of water. So 37. The best thing you want to do first, especially if it's been sat for a while, if you don't wash your car too often, obviously give it a good shake. You need all the surfactants to absolutely fly all over the bottle. So 37. Now, because of this product, I think we have great foresight. And if you use our brand, a lot and often, and our product line inside and our accessory line to be specific as well, you will now know and think about this, why we have released certain products 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 2-3 years ago, because we knew this was coming. So certain products have been released, obviously, ahead of time to benefit you in other ways at the same time, but also to some degree to help you with this product. So 37 mil into 13 litres of water. Okay, give it a good shake. Now instantly you'll just feel a change in the water, very slick. You know what, if you could eat water, I'm actually quite hungry right now. Now, there are many ways you could do this. You could do this with a whole host of microfiber towels, you could do it with a dedicated rinseless sponge, or you could do it with something like this. Now, this is the tri-fiber wash pad. Just remember how I explain it, the way it rinses, the way it sheds, right? Rinseless needs something that can shed. Basically, it's called, as Eddie would say, the Wong Dunk test, okay? This is not traditional microfiber to where it holds on to quite a lot of contamination, and this is completely different, okay? So I'm going to be using my tri-fiber wash pad. This will shed product faster than, actually, this, as per what the Americans say, this is the closest thing that you'll get to a dedicated rinseless sponge. Now, take your best pump sprayer, something that can hold a little bit of volume. If you don't have a pump sprayer, you could use an empty bottle with a trigger, as long as you can get some product onto the vehicle. Now, you can mix the dedicated solution 349-1 again into here, but if you want to save a little bit of time, this solution's already mixed. You know that in this bucket it's 349-1, okay? So look, it's empty. And I like to fill this up. So now you've got, in a spray form for the pre-treat, which is very important, you've got a 349-1 solution of rinseless. Now the pre-treat, I'm trying to, so if you're rinseless gods and you've been doing it for the last 5-10 years, just close your ears, because I'm trying to explain it to also someone who's never done it before. So the pre-treat, I'm going to use a word that is incorrect, but it'll give you a good example. The pre-treat of this has two benefits. It has, number one, you're putting all that slickness down onto the panel. By the way, I'm going to put my wash media in here, let it soak. So it adds extra slickness onto the panel. And second of all, with contamination and dirt, you want to actually give the very trick surfactants in here the time to break down, emulsify, and kind of lift. So basically the way it's going to work is you're going to have a piece of dirt in here, right? The rinseless is going to do this. So when you wipe it with whichever wash media of your choice, you're going to have the perfect safe wash. So you build a bit of pressure, right? So what you want to be doing, look at that, I'm just pre-treating. Imagine it's almost like a citrus pre-wash, but you are not rinsing this off. I'm going to do it all over the bonnet too. Here we go. Now the thing with this is you want to get whatever wash media you have to a point to where it's not dripping wet, and you squeeze a bit of the excess out. Now at this point, I've got enough rinseless on the pre-treat that it's just about to start dripping. There's a few drips happening. You don't want to overload the panel. So imagine you take your wash media of choice, has been soaking, loaded with some more rinseless, and you wash as normal. You take the same precautions. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is slick. I tell you, this is a slick baby, okay? So imagine you would still flick your wash pad. You go into all the areas. The panel has been washed. Now what do you do next? And of course, the next light bulb moment for you is going to clearly be like, now it makes sense. So you need to dry the car. Now you could use, again, a number of drying kind of methods. Big drying towel, medium drying towel, etc. You will recognize these two now pretty much viral towels, our drying air towels. You want to be drying the car. Now some people, it depends, if you're in conditions like this, you could do half the car dry. If you're outside, you might want to do panel by panel. That option is completely up to you. Whichever way you do it, you cannot get it wrong. So for me, I'm just going to take, again, the 2-towel method. I'm a big proponent of this. The first towel you're going to use to literally dry any excess, and you're going to feel it's like a very strange, this is not a protective product, it has got no polymers, so this is not a polymer rinseless, this is a surfactant rinseless, which basically means it's a pure cleaner monster. And look, it's flashing, it's unbelievable. You feel like a weird sense of slickness, but you know it's not adding anything to the panel. And then you take your secondary towel and you just dry, and guess what? You have a perfectly clean, dry panel that has not had anything added to it. So it hasn't stripped, it hasn't added anything, it's just a pure cleaner. So now, if you wish, you could put a drying aid on there, a wax, a prep for polishing, whichever way that you want to do this. Now another way of doing it, is I'm going to do it on the glass for you now, is at the same time of you drying, you can actually add a drying aid, the traditional drying aid method, which again, I'm a big proponent for, and I'm going to show you exactly how it will work on glass. So while I'm going to finish washing the bonnet, or the hood, as you guys in North America like to call it, I'm going to pre-treat the glass, let it take everything off. You know, a lot of people, especially in the States, I keep saying the States, that's because this is huge in America, actually using, look at that, it's just flashing all of this. They're actually using this now as a pre-treat when they're pressure washing cars, because from the people who have tested this, they said the surfactants are so strong within this that they're lifting contaminants to a level they've never seen before. So again, just before the point of dripping, there, just a little bit, and it's dripping. Now, while that's soaking, I'm going to do the traditional method on the bonnet. Now, why this is a really exciting part for me with this specific product launch is I know not many people have tried this new method. And right now you're watching this on screen or your mobile phone, wherever you're watching it, anywhere around the world, and your mind is scrambling. Like everything you think is correct, you're thinking, what is this kind of technology? What is happening? So this is why I'm so pumped. Now again, look, I'm using the 1 bucket method, and that's because, again, the tri-fiber sheds the contamination so fast, it sinks to the bottom of the bucket. Now I've got a grit guard in there because I just want extra safety. It's not going to hurt you. As you can see, look, there's no foam. Absolutely no foam. It dies extremely quickly. And then second of all, that is the true power of the surfactant, that it sheds it from your media of wash pad or towel, or whatever it is that you're using. And again, it releases it into the bucket and it sinks it down to the bottom. Now, because this is a darker colored car, you will see the flash time. Look, I'm just using, it's called the 1 finger method. I'm washing it very carefully. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to flip the wash pad and I'm going to go like this. Very simple. Now this product, imagine you do 1 main wash on your car, let's say pressure washer, citrus, everything though. The whole show. But then it's weather like it is right now in the UK. It's warm, it's dry. And you want to wash it again in 2 days. You could do this, like you could literally have an indefinitely clean car. And this method, if you're doing it by yourself, takes about 15 minutes. So first towel, watch, so I'm drying it, right? Dry, dry, dry. I'm going to take my secondary drying aid, towel, and I'm going to do this. This is absolutely unbelievable. Now, you know me, I'm all about the beautiful accessories, and the pressure washer, the best of Swiss, the best of Italian, the best of Japanese, everything. But look at that flash time. Mamma mia, I'm not even Italian. Oh, I'm so pumped for you guys. You're gonna get your minds blown with this. And dry it off. Look at that. Just dry it, no pressure again. And we're gonna do this. Now, the good thing about rinseless, if you are doing this outside, if the temperature has peaked, if anything happens outside and the product bakes on, you can reactivate the rinseless by merely just spraying it back on. And that's it. Thank you very much. No streaks, fast flash time, unbelievable. Now, the drying aid method, let's rock and roll. And still look, it's not drying up, it's beautiful. Now, as you know, I think, maybe, I'm not sure on this, by the way, just before somebody lynches me. Even though the drying aid method has been a known thing, especially in the States, for a long time, but I was one of probably the first public proponents on YouTube to really bring it over and adopt the method in the, I would say, in the UK and in the European space. Again, before somebody says, oh, well, I did it in 1964, good. I'm saying from everything that I've seen on YouTube, and I've seen quite a lot, I'm one of the first people to really, try to educate people. And off the back of that, we have created a product that is not a light spray sealant, not a wax-derived quick detail, or anything like that. This is a dedicated product for the drying aid. The video's coming to explain, because I know there's some people out there who still doubt the potency, and I've got a video coming right up for you guys. So, windscreen, you saw it's quite contaminated with some like greasy fingerprints, all that type of stuff. So look, I'm washing it, yeah. One wash, it's dirty side, so I'm gonna flip it, right? I'm gonna flip it to this side, wash this side. Very simple. By the way, the slickness in this, good Lord. You're not gonna believe what is going on here. So the drying aid method. I don't want to induce anything on the paint, on the glass, in terms of damage. So again, a quick spray of drying aid. I'm going to take my first drying towel, if you want to use a code word for it. Dry this off. All right. Now this is a different level of slickness, and look at that. Now that is your rinseless drying aid method. Unbelievable. I'm actually pumped. Oh my goodness. Try this side of the glass. This is how you can wash a car and do my preferred method with the drying aid. All right, guys, and with that, I'm super honored, humbled, a little bit tearful. The weight is off the shoulders. A lot of people have been waiting for this. A lot of people have tested it. So to all of my American people who have helped Eddie and Jamie to really fine-tune this product, I thank you. You all know who you are. I take my hat off to you from the lowest, the bottomest part of our heart. Thank you so much, because you guys have been huge proponents in the development of this product and the feedback. So as we speak right now, the House of Rags in North America, it's on their website. Belgium, lennetcardetail.be. It's live right now in Belgium and all across Europe. You can buy it in Europe. You can, of course, in the UK, it's live. It's about to launch in Australia. So we've got pretty much all the bases worldwide covered. All I ask is one favor. Try this with an open mind. That's all I will say. Try with an open mind. Whoever your best is, I may just have a shock coming right to your doorstep. This is an unbelievable product. And with that, guys, thank you so much. I hope you really enjoy this product. For the people that have already tried this product, whether you've tested it or you've had it as part of the mystery box, please comment on this video down below and let the world know. Let the world know your honest opinion. That's all I ask. It's an open forum, but the people that are going to comment, you've already messaged us on all the social media platforms, you've sent us even emails. I know what the answer is going to be, but people won't believe me. So in order to help people believe me, comment what you said to us publicly on this YouTube video. And without further ado, I will see you on the next one, and there's going to be a lot, hundreds of hours of content about to come on how I'm going to completely re-engineer and elevate your whole wash game. Thank you, guys. I love you. It's been a long one.